Nobody wins when the family feels
fake as hell. If nothing don't happen to these motherfuckers, it's fake as hell. Don't fucking play me.
Don't come around here no more.
Don't play me. Fucking light fucking Lauderhill up, Devil's Hunt. Light that shit up. Every fucking body. Fucking everybody shit.
Send me a location. What for card?
This code.
dead niggas.
I got shift with me. You rock a bitch with me. Shit, times too. He gon' spaz too.
You gon' pay the price. I passed the ball to one of my bros to see if they gon' score. They telling me stop all that swing. I'm tryna go swing my dough. They know I done made a few of these niggas up and go chain they loads. A few of these fuck niggas paying hundreds, but that's how the game go.
Me, price tag on your head, yeah, big gone before you speak a blink. Before you speak a blink. I see my wrong, so I'ma stack this shit.
In the booth with them switches on me. Hit.
Like they just kept going, so I ducked down on the floor, but when I looked, I see my leg was like bleeding.
Terrifying moments for a South Florida teenager after her Fort Lauderdale home was riddled with bullets.
Fam, this part 2 of the Broward County, Florida rap beef that left 2 mothers killed. Now, since we released part 1 last year, we didn't think we need to make part 2. It seems there have been some major developments since part 1 was released. Now, if you haven't checked out part 1 yet, I advise you to do so before diving into this one. And I'll do one better by leaving the link in the video description. Today we talk about a Dania, Florida rapper and his gang who on November 4th, 2024 were hit with the Rico charge that included attempt murder while already incarcerated for possession of a firearm as a convicted felon, also possession of a controlled substance, and resisting an officer without violence earlier this year. Without spoiling part 1, this rapper also lost his mom a couple years ago after she left her shop in Florida. Allegedly, he sought revenge or worked voodoo when a Florida rapper who signed to Kodak Black, Psycho Bob, lost his mother last year while he was incarcerated serving a 5-year sentence. May both mothers rest in peace. The rapper we're discussing is Trayvon Key, aka HMT Trey, an alleged member of DHB, Dania Hot Boyz / Grand Mafia gang. HMT Trey put out a song called For My People after Psycho's mom lost her life, which we covered in part 1.
Since we caught on late night, niggas screaming we the creatures. Get up on them, ain't right. Yeah, I did that for my people.
This feud allegedly started in 2020 when Psycho Bob's close friend was gunned down, also mentioned in part 1. HMT Trey right-hand man is a rapper who goes by the name Sigg Brown, aka Liberia Sigg. This rapper's mother allegedly had a relationship with Psycho Bob, which he also mentioned in the song.
Let's good, but a head be a mackin'. That's the art mama. Oh yeah, I smashed it.
Now a fun fact about HMT Trey and Sigg is that allegedly when they was younger, HMT Trey hit Sigg with a brick in his head, which made him cross-eyed. And now that we had a quick recap of part 1, let's break down these new charges, the continued beef, and recent allegations. Before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Telegram, an app commonly used by criminal elements due to its end-to-end encryption capabilities and features like self-destruct mode, which automatically deletes messages after being read or after a certain period of time. Also, users can create usernames. However, what many don't know is that investigators can still access this information, which played a key role in this gang indictment we're discussing today. The Dania Hot Boyz / Grand Mafia criminal organization was caught conspiring to commit murder, violent crimes, and fraud schemes on Telegram when a member named Gerald Charles was arrested on March 12, 2024. Things began to crumble for Dania Hot Boyz after that. Charles had agreed to an interview after being arrested. He later learned that his gang was under investigation. During that time, he had a phone number ended in 9200 connected to an Apple iPhone 8, which was tied to the investigation. The Honorable Broward Circuit Court Judge Michael Hussein signed off on a search of the phone's contents. Officers conducted data extractions and discovered conversation threads on Telegram related to DHB / Grand Mafia criminal organization, detailing discussions about conspiring to commit murders and other violent crimes. The investigation led to 12 participants in the group chat identified as members and associates of the Dania Hot Boyz / Grand Mafia gang. While the investigation was ongoing, this particular group had detailed conversations about a shooting / attempt murder of a rival gang member from LKB, Lauder Kill Babies, which operates in the Deep Side area, aka 55th Street, Oakland Park Boulevard, Lauderhill, Florida. The majority of their gang is now incarcerated. For those who don't know, LKB is an alleged gang according to federal authorities and is also associated with well-known rapper named Lil Chris, who is recognized outside of Florida as an artist signed to Kodak Black and who dissed Jackboy, Kodak's former artist, in the song.
Free with a ski, hey, I print a check, then I go to BOA. See Lil Jack, no it's a BOA. Catch me riding, shoot at it.
A member from LKB who lived with his girlfriend had their home shot up days before Christmas on December 20th of 2023, resulting in his girlfriend getting shot in the process. And this incident was in fact the attempt murder included in DHB's recent indictment. The young woman reported that she was sitting at a home on the 2900 block of Northwest 23rd Street shortly before 2:30 p.m. on Wednesday when a hella bullet struck her home while she and her 2 sisters and another 17-year-old girl and her 1-year-old nephew were inside. The victim was grazed by a bullet in the leg. Her older sister recalled the moment she realized her little sister was hit. It was 60 shell cases reported from the scene. A Ring doorbell camera captured video of a group of men running from the scene into a blue car just moments after the shooting. Neighbors reported seeing the car in the area since the night before. No one else inside the home was injured. According to the recent indictment, the people responsible were the Dania Hot Boyz / Grand Mafia gang, and their telegram told it all. Their usernames alongside the names they created. Their true name to the left, telegram name to the right. Kevars Johnson, aka Vars, Sigmund Brown, aka Lil Cuz, Vandarius Davis, aka Von, Eric Perkins, aka 402 Mud, Calvin Brownie, aka Thug, Tyrone McGaw, aka Surge, Tyreek Jackson, aka Dan Marino, Khalid Hampton, aka KK, Malik Hope, aka Mojo, Unknown, aka No Days Off, who has to be Gerald. Fam, 11 minutes prior to the shooting, Vars and the unknown individual began a conversation on Telegram. Vars stated that he and other members had been conducting surveillance for 10 hours, which aligns with the reports of the car being seen the night before. Vars then mentioned they currently had a visual on an opposing gang member from LKB who was in the home. His girlfriend came out moments before the 60 shots were fired to check for an Uber. Vars also texted that Vaughn was also in the car and had another chance for retaliation. When the unknown individual responding asked Vars who he was talking about, he responded with the name of the LKB gang member who was mentioned in the indictment. Gerald was in disbelief. He responded, "Crush." Vars acknowledged crushing him was his intention. Now the LKB member was identified as Color Money Red, who's also known as a local rapper. His girlfriend's sister was the one that was spotted, with his girlfriend being shot inside the home.
Like, they just kept going, so I ducked down on the floor, but when I looked, I see my leg was like bleeding.
Terrifying moments for a South Florida teenager after her Fort Lauderdale home was riddled with bullets. Good evening, I'm Elliot Rodriguez.
And I'm Lauren Pastrana. The family believes the violent shooting was a case of mistaken identity.
Tonight, police are hoping surveillance video will help catch the gunman. CBS News Miami's Anik McAllister has our report.
The family that was inside of this Fort Lauderdale home says it's a miracle that they're alive tonight. They say that their house was shot up. Just take a look at the bullet holes that you see penetrated the front of their home. They say they were sitting in this house minding their own business when a group of young men got out on the street and started shooting at them. You can see another bullet hole right here. And actually, the sisters of the victim tell us that it is these shutters that saved them, protected them. But you could see this hole in the shutter right here. They believe that it is this hole that got through into the home and grazed the victim. A 17-year-old girl arrives back home on crutches from Broward Health Medical Center Wednesday night after her home was targeted by a group of armed men.
But my leg is hurting like real bad.
The young woman tells us that she was sitting at home on the 2900 block of Northwest 23rd Street shortly before 2:30 Wednesday afternoon when suddenly a barrage of bullets struck her home while she, her 2 sisters, another 17-year-old girl, and her 1-year-old nephew were inside.
At first we thought it was fireworks, but then they just kept going. So I ducked down on the floor, but when I looked, I seen my leg was like bleeding and it was like leaking really, really bad. And it was like a big hole. So I kind of panicked, started crying because I was scared.
The victim was grazed by a bullet in her leg, her older sister recalling the moment she realized her little sister was hit.
When I was in the room and I seen her, she was like, oh, I got shot. But I looked at it and I told her that, like, it didn't go straight through, so you ain't get shot. It had to be, it wasn't no deep cut or nothing, but it is a hole, like a nice little size hole.
A Ring doorbell camera captured this video of a group of men running from the scene and into a blue car just moments after the shooting. Neighbors telling us they've seen the car in the area since the night before. Though police found a slew of shell casings on the scene and multiple bullet holes on the house, no one else was hurt.
But you see, we have shutters, so that's the only thing that saved us. It couldn't go through the shutters. I guess because of the shutters, it like bounced off, so it couldn't go through the shutters.
Family says they've only lived at the home for a few months and believe this was a case of mistaken identity. But now they're in fear of their lives and they're planning to move again. And when we asked the victim about the group of men who shot her,
I'm gonna pray for the people that shot me. I'll be better soon.
Again, when you take a look at the bullet holes outside of this home, just a testament of how lucky this family is to be alive tonight. They say that they're very grateful that everybody is okay, and police are asking anyone who has any information about anyone who could be involved to come forward. Remember, you can remain anonymous. But for now, reporting from Fort Lauderdale, Anna McAllister, CBS News, Miami.
Color Money Red is currently locked up on unrelated charges. Just an hour and 35 minutes after the shooting, at 3:50 p.m., Vars burst out laughing in the Telegram text. He also sent the photo that police were unable to see. Vars referred to the shooting as soon as the door opened. He later bragged that this is his fourth body pendant, confirmation that Color Money Red was deceased. Instead, it was later confirmed that Color Money Red's girlfriend was the one shot instead, and thank God she survived. In line 56 of the Telegram message, Vars wrote that the license plate was covered with the t-shirt. The unknown individual had responded that they need to get rid of the vehicle. Vars stated that Vaughn had a BB gun, referring to a small caliber weapon, which aligns with the .22 caliber casings found at the scene. Vars mentioned in line 73 of the Telegram message that Sigmund Brown, aka Liberia Sigg, had a Draco, stating that there were 4 retaliation shootings in 2 weeks. On January 11, 2024, an attempt murder, January 13th, an attempt, January 20th, an M and several attempts, and January 28th, an M and separate attempt. Now in line 99 of the Telegram message, Vars said LKB would assume that it was Snap Ave gang who was responsible, the gang that's based in North Lauderdale. Now both of these gangs are rivals and have been feuding. Due to its ongoing conflict, confidential sources have provided intelligence to BSO, indicating this was the reason Snap Ave and Dania Hot Boyz / Grand Mafia had formed an alliance. The alliance was based on the fact that Snap Ave required more protection to deal with LKB, which was believed to be a stronger gang. This is also why it's believed this attempt M was a possible murder for hire by Snap Ave members, based on Kavarius Johnson comments in line 16, which referenced 20K, referring to 20,000 through ongoing investigations. According to authorities, it's not uncommon for these gang members to offer thousands of dollars to others to commit M's of opposing gang members. Again, based on ongoing investigations, members of the Snap Ave gang are known to be heavily involved in fraud and have access to large amount of money, which they openly display on social media. Sigg had disrespected LKB by holding a firearm over a defenseless person on social media. They had pictures of HMT Trey and Sigg in the indictment, as the feds say they mocked their opposition. The phrase "the most bees" refers to Dania Hot Boyz / Grand Mafia claiming to have murdered the most people. The heart hand symbolized the total number of people the gang has murdered. Snake emoji refers to Zoe Mafia, gang member who was found murdered in the city of Pompano Beach. The wizard emoji refers to Zone 10 gang member Wiz, who was found murdered in Hollandale Beach. The blood drop emoji refers to Zone 10 gang member Blood, who was found dead in Lauderdale. The top arrow refers to Zone 10 gang member Mad Stop, who was found murdered in Hollandale Beach. The granny emoji refers to Dorothy Smart, mother of rival gang member Psycho Bob, who was found murdered in front of her Fort Lauderdale home. and the runner emoji refers to Lauderkill Baby's gang member, Red. Now, as you can see, fam, all this was depicted by the police. So as we mentioned, the person who we highlighted in this indictment, but not mentioned, we pretty much know who cooperated. And this, fam, was the recent Rico charge against DHB, Dania Hot Boyz. In conclusion, the ongoing developments in Broward County rap beef highlight the tragic consequences of gang violence and its far-reaching impact on families and communities. As we continue to follow this story, it's crucial to make sure we give our respects and condolences to all who lost their life, and as well as their families, particularly the mothers who lost their lives in this conflict. We hope for justice and healing for these families involved, and urge everyone to consider the real human cause behind these events. Fam, this was the story of the Broward County rap beef that left 2 mothers deceased, a girlfriend shot, plenty other rappers indicted, some killed, and an ongoing feud. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.